hanging out with the stars.
We are taking you inside some beautiful places.
Where your favorite celebrities have vacationed.
Even married.
Plus, we've got the most delicious ways for you to kick back and savor every moment.
Okay, now I'm hungry. Let's go.
Hey guys, welcome to our special People Now Holiday Home Show. We have a ton of extravagant celebrity holiday homes to get you dreaming of warmer weather. But first, we're talking about the most expensive, luxurious, and historic homes that have been on the market this year. It's incredible. Can't wait to dive into this. Here with me to discuss these enviable estates are People's Home and Travel Editor Mackenzie Schmidt and People's Home and Travel Associate Editor Megan Stein. Thank you both for being here.
Of course.
It's good to talk to you. Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
Okay, I know you guys live and breathe this stuff. For me, it's kind of new territory and I love it. Let's dive right in. I don't know about you guys, but when winter arrives, I already start dreaming about the summer and the weekend getaways. This stunning property is actually the summer home of Jackie O that she frequented as a child. How amazing is this? Mackenzie, how much does it cost to vacation like the former First Lady?
Quite a bit. The house was initially listed for about $40 million.
Oh, should I write the check now or we'll wait? Okay.
And then eventually came down a little bit to about $30 million sold this summer.
So much more reasonable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I mean, look at the fixtures, the space, everything, and then of course the story that goes along with it obviously helps that property value. I think I would go wild as a kid in that space, as I'm sure she did. My gosh, it's really lots of room there. What are some of the other features that this summer hideaway boasts, Mackenzie?
So it is a massive house. It's got 10 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, a separate guest house, a separate pool house.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, 2 separate structures. Obviously an incredible place to be a kid, play some hide and seek.
All right, so speaking of Long Island, let's move on here. Take a look at this century-old classic mansion. It looks like it could be straight from sort of F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby. It's Gatsby-esque for sure. Megan, could it be the real-life version of that Gatsby mansion?
It looks like it, but unfortunately the timelines don't match up.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, the book came out in 1925 and the mansion was finished in 1926, so not the same.
Oh, not so far off though, actually, in the scheme of things. Anyway, but really impressive. I'm sure Gatsby would have thrown one of his signature parties in a space like this. It looks really incredible. What does the estate feature? What are some of the highlights?
Yeah, so it's 12,000 square feet. It has a beautiful oak-paneled library, 13 bedrooms, 8.5 baths, a private beach, 2 additional houses on the property. It's really stunning. I
love the ceilings we were seeing there, the stairwells, everything just looks so nice and artisan. Is that a word that I can use here?
Absolutely.
How much would it cost for someone to live like Gatsby in this?
So you would need to scrounge up just under $16.9 million.
You know what? Honestly, that's not as much as I thought it would be. It's still more than I would ever be able to pay.
Yeah,
but it's
maybe we can all just combine.
We can go in for that one. All right, mark that one down, you guys. Let's switch gears here. Some of the most expensive estates out there. Apparently, there's a home that boasts being the most expensive home in the country. There's got to be one, obviously. Mackenzie, how much is it and where is it?
It is going for a cool $250 million.
$250 million and
is located in Bel Air, as you might expect.
Of course it's Bel Air. What are some of the specs on this house?
So this house is massive, 38,000 square feet. It has several pools, 21 bathrooms, 2 master suites, and it comes with a fleet of vehicles, including several cars and a helicopter with a helipad.
Oh, I see it. The helipad.
And
it looks like grass on different levels there on the
Yep.
tops of every section. Pools galore,
Yes.
and this huge garages and everything else.
Interior
Couple wine
bowling
bars,
alley.
Bowling alley.
Private massage lounge.
I mean, it's for the person that never wants to leave, ever. The modern recluse.
Yeah.
Basketball arena, maybe? No?
Sadly, I don't think there is a sporting arena, but plenty of entertaining space.
Room to grow.
Yes.
All right, whoever built this house, obviously, they cashed in and really went all out in everything that it has to offer. What else can you tell us about, in terms of, like the finest things here, the sprawling space, the cars, all of it is as top-notch as it gets, isn't it?
Absolutely, and oddly enough, this house was not built for a specific person. There was, of course, a client in mind, but it's actually a spec house, which means that it was built to be sold.
Anyone rich enough to live here? Is this
I'm
a
sure.
thing?
I mean, they built it, so they're expecting
someone is.
There is a client out there.
Got to be a pretty tiny market, right?
Yes, a very specialized market. For
really
sure.
incredible. Wow, look at that. I could just watch this for days. Those cars are incredible. All right, as impressive and pricey as the Bel Air digs are, it does not hold the title of the most expensive house in the whole world. tell us, Megan, where is the most expensive home in the world?
So the most expensive home in the world is in Nice, France. It is $410 million.
Wow.
Yeah, so it costs a pretty penny to have that title. But it's 18,000 square feet, sits on about 35 acres, 14 bedrooms. It's insane. It has a library that has 3,000 books on plant life in it, which may seem extravagant, but it's because it has one of the top 10 botanical gardens in the world.
Really? Yeah. So just part of the estate there, you get the botanical garden, throw it in to sweeten the deal.
It's just like an extra.
So for over $400 million, it sounds like an absolute dream. It looks like an absolute dream. It's got to be made of the finest materials. What are some of the unique details that the property features? Do you have any more of those?
Yeah, I mean, it overlooks the French Riviera, silk-covered walls. It's just crazy. And like I said before, it has 14 bedrooms, so plenty of room for friends and family to visit.
It looks like a royal estate, honestly, doesn't it? I mean, I feel like you could be showing me, photos of one of the royal palaces or something.
Yeah, well,
maybe in its own way it is.
Yeah, you're not far off there. It's 187 years old. And the Belgian King Leopold II used to vacation there.
See?
And yeah, if you look, you can see that he has a photo of one of his mistresses. You can see it from the sitting room. So
still up.
A lot of scandal and great stuff.
Maybe the next person to buy the house for 400-some million can take that down and redo those photos. Ladies, a lot of fun here. I can't wait to talk about the celebrity vacation homes. That's coming up in just a bit.
But first, I bet you ladies know that when you're invited to a party, it's proper etiquette to bring something along with you. But figuring out exactly what isn't always easy. Well, Elizabeth Heiskell, author of the cookbook What Can I Bring, has got us all covered. She's sharing 3 easy recipes from her book that are guaranteed to be the star of your next shindig. So first up, the Mary Mimosa. Yum.
Mimosas are the only thing that you can drink in the morning and nobody's going to judge you.
And it's acceptable.
Yeah, I mean, and if you're planning on drinking all day, you have to start in the morning. So this is going to be the way that we're going to start our day.
Yeah, and I know you actually kind of give a Mary touch to the glass.
Isn't this fun?
Yeah.
So this is simple. It makes you really feel like you're being fancy and doing something really exciting. This is just water. And and then you go in with your brown sugar. Look at that. I mean, that just changes the whole
and
thing.
That's all you do.
It's
It's very simple.
Yeah.
Now, why is this? Oh, perfect. Did I just
I know
kill
you
that?
did. You
I'm like
did
really good at this. Why is this a
You
perfect
have talent.
drink? Why is this a perfect drink for a party?
Well, because, like I said, you can drink it in the morning and nobody's going to judge. But the other reason is because it's so simple. It's 2 ingredients. And honestly, when you're running around, you've got people coming over to your house, you've got dust bunnies you're chasing around and trying to fluff pillows and yelling at your kids for not, leaving their handprints on the windows. You need something easy. 2 ingredients. And literally all it is this is a Honeycrisp cider. We're just going to fill it in the bottom.
And where do you get your cider from?
So you want a fresh cider, and you can find that at your farmer's market. You can find it in the grocery store. It's perfect.
So you do the cider, and then
this is the best part. So then we're going to top this. Yeah, and so if you wanted to make these up ahead, go ahead and rim all of your glasses. You can put the cider in the bottom, and then have it on a really beautiful tray, and then last minute pour the champagne in right before you serve it.
Okay, and do you make this in batch?
You can make this as a punch. A lot of times for tailgates, we will make it up in a big batch.
Okay.
Just make sure that you put on there, what it is. We don't need, toddlers thinking this is apple juice getting drunk.
Because it tastes so good, you might forget.
Oh, you would. Cheers. Oh, look, I wasn't even going to cheers you. I'm going right for it.
Very, very good.
Isn't that delightful?
Oh, it tastes like candy.
It is. It's absolutely delightful.
Well, this is great, and I'm really excited to see what else, because stick around. Elizabeth's going to show us another amazing cocktail, so stay tuned.
All right, guys, very excited to be back with Mackenzie and Megan. Whether it's spring, winter, summer, fall, I think we can all agree summertime, fun in the sun, is what we look forward to every single year. The celebs love it too. Our friends from Airbnb, TripAdvisor, Booking.com, and Home Away have shared some of the favorite and best vacation rentals that the celebs love to stay at. Megan, tell us, where do the stars go to get away from it all?
They love to go where it's sunny and bright. Priyanka Chopra, she liked to go to Beverly Hills. She stayed in this amazing rental home, courtesy of TripAdvisor Rentals.
Okay, super nice.
It's absolutely gorgeous. Her and her pup Diana got to stay there. It has 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, a cozy kitchen, and then lots of great landscaping, so it's nice and private for her.
Right.
And the best part is that it only costs $13.50 a night, which may sound like a lot, but if you bring around 4 of your friends, it's only about $270 a night.
Oh,
so
actually
pretty
makes it way
reasonable.
more reasonable. And it's in Southern California. A lot of stars are already there, but sort of almost like the staycation thing for a lot of stars. When you got that kind of place, it's fun to stay home. Stars like Lady Gaga also escaped to luxury rentals too. Mackenzie, tell us more.
Yes, Lady Gaga is a huge fan of Airbnb. And she actually stayed in this stunning $20 million mansion in Houston.
Yeah, I think her Airbnb search history looks very different than mine.
I think that's probably true. This one in particular was for when she performed at the 2017 Super Bowl. It's an incredible house, 5 bedrooms, a stunning spa-like bathroom.
I hope she stayed there a while, right? I mean, if she came in for the Super Bowl weekend and that was it, what a waste!
I'm sure she put up all of her team and friends there too, so
a whole crew.
Saw some good use.
Probably best Super Bowl party around.
Absolutely.
Lady Gaga, of course, not the only one on the Airbnb train. I hear Channing Tatum, Jenna Dewan Tatum have a Vegas getaway that they love. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, they do. They got to stay in this amazing Vegas house while Channing Tatum was working on his Magic Mike live show. It's very family friendly, has a swimming pool, tennis court, pool table, lots of stuff for them to do. It's worth about $5 million.
Wow, really cool. Yeah, the Property Brothers have that place in Vegas. They know that Vegas is full of these opulent properties. Really cool stuff. All right, let's hop off the mainland a bit. Let's get into some tropical getaways. Turks and Caicos, that is some place that the celebs always love. We see it every summer, selfies and everything else. Who is hanging out there these days, Mackenzie?
Seems like every celebrity is hopping to Turks and Caicos for a little bit. 2 celebs recently stayed. The first is Kelly Rowland. She stayed in a stunning home right near the beach with her husband and their son for a great little tropical getaway. And then also Olivia Munn recently visited Turks and Caicos, stayed in a beach villa with a bunch of her girlfriends to celebrate her 37th birthday.
What a great, I mean, look at that house. Just the most perfect party place, right?
Yeah.
Celebrate, bring the friends along, it's private, do your own thing. Mexico, another perfect destination for girls' weekend, as these ladies knew. They could also go to Mexico a lot, too. In fact, Julianne Hough spent her bachelorette weekend there earlier this year. Megan, tell us about her trip.
Yeah, so she got to go to this beautiful Cabo house. She got to stay there courtesy of HomeAway. It has this view of the Sea of Cortez, an outdoor terrace, heated infinity pool, and a swim-up bar. So perfect for a bachelorette weekend.
Wow. That's fun.
And it costs just over $7,000, so a little steep, but it sleeps up to 24, which rounds out to about $297 a night.
This was really fun, except that I know I can't afford any of these places, so we need to work out some deal, all right? Ladies, thank you so much for all the details, and thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
All right, I don't know about you, but I am definitely in the party mood from all these gorgeous vacations. So now I need a good drink. An author of the cookbook, What Can I Bring? Elizabeth Heiskell is back with her second party-ready recipe that you need to try today. It's a bourbon slush that could not be easier to make or more delicious.
I've been really into bourbon lately, so I'm very excited. How do we start this?
Let me just tell you something. This is nothing but an adult slushie. That's all it is. It is the best thing. It's like an icy. You know, remember you used to go drive your bike to go get your icy?
Version.
This is, it's exactly what it is. So it's simple to make. And so it's just 6 cups of sweet tea.
Okay.
So you're gonna make your tea, and you wanna put in about 2 cups of sugar, and we're gonna pour this right in here.
Nice. Where'd the inspiration for this drink come from?
Well, you know, this is one of my good friend's drinks, and she makes it every single year at Thanksgiving, and they sit around the fire and they drink this slushie, and it's just it's so good. And now we have a lemonade concentrate. We're gonna pour that in. We have an orange juice concentrate as well, and so we'll just spoon this in. And then, of course, with that hot tea, it's going to melt it, so you need not worry. You just kind of want to let it sit for just a second and let that
stir this in
melt.
a little bit.
You know, it's funny. There are 2 sentences in the English language that are my most favorite in the entire world. And you would think it would be something like, oh, Elizabeth, here's this big diamond. Not so much. My favorite 2 words are, this can be made ahead, and it freezes beautifully.
Okay.
Literally, this drink hits both of those marks.
So that's why this is just the perfect
drink
drink
this
for a
3
party.
months before. Put
really?
it in well, you're going to drink it way before that.
I
That's the
know.
only
I don't
problem.
think you're going to let that
is that
sitting around for 3
You
months.
don't have to hide it from yourself. And
Do
then
they
our
stir this
bourbon.
enough?
Now look, it calls for 2 cups. 2
Okay.
cups, 3 cups. I mean, who's really looking? You know, at this point, we're just going to add that in there.
like whatever happens, happens.
And then you mix it up, and again, like I said, then this is just gonna go straight into the freezer.
Okay.
And you're gonna
So
keep it there as long as you can. It's gonna have to go at least overnight.
Okay.
And so then we're gonna put this, let's see.
Yeah,
well,
here we
you
can
know
put
what?
this.
I'm gonna leave that right there.
But we do have
And then
version
I
that
do
was in
have
the
a
freezer.
nice swap out right
Yes.
here. Now this is the perfect consistency. You want it to be a little bit melty, a little bit, see? Look at that.
Yeah.
Is that not brilliant?
It's beautiful.
And then we add this.
Okay.
And you can you smell it?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
No,
it's
it smells
absolutely
very,
amazing.
very good.
And then you're gonna wanna serve this with a straw.
Okay.
And then we have these absolutely wonderful drunk cherries over here.
Yeah, tell me about the cherries.
Okay, so these kill me. One of my best friends lives in New Orleans, and so she soaks her dark cherries in the summertime in a little bit of orange rind, of course bourbon, and the cherries. And something magic happens after they sit for about 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
When I tell you, I mean, 3 of these cherries, and you are on your way to being drunk as a
Wait,
goat.
really?
I'm not kidding
Dangerous
you. No, they are
cherries.
very, very dangerous. That's why we call them drunk cherries. But get a straw.
And do
then
you put
you
these
kinda
cherries
mix
on
it
other
up.
things? I feel like I would want to put these cherries on everything.
Honey, you just put these things in your mouth. They are so fine. But yes, absolutely, you could use them. They're wonderful over ice cream. You know, if you wanted to pour the syrup and the cherries over vanilla ice cream, honey, it's a game changer.
Okay.
And they're just good to keep around because these are something that you can make ahead, you can bring to somebody, obviously, as a gift, and then they can keep them over the holidays for all of their drinks and last-minute desserts as well.
I love it. I have to try this immediately.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I told you.
It was like the best thing I've ever had. I want to eat the cherry now, but I also want to be functioning.
Yeah, it could not be any better. I hope you don't have any meetings this afternoon because if you do, you may want to cancel
This
those.
is so good.
Isn't it nice?
Cheers. You guys, you have to try this. Also stick around because Elizabeth, wow.
See,
Cherry
they're
in my
already
mouth.
taking effect.
Is going to be showing us a fun party appetizer, so stay tuned.
All right, guys, stay with us. $1 Million Listings, Ryan Serhant is sharing the most over-the-top moments he's ever experienced in his over-the-top real estate career. Plus, we're taking you inside the most glamorous dude ranch that caters to some of the biggest stars. Kate Bosworth even had her wedding there. But first...
It's time for
Oh, snap.
We are playing a little game, match the pretty place to the celebrity who stayed there. So
okay.
here we go. Are you ready?
Yes.
Well, check out this stunning Mexican villa. So one of America's most famous families calls this place home when they are craving a city break from hectic LA. Do you know who we are talking about?
No.
The famous family? Well, it's none other than the Kardashian clan.
Of course.
Woo! And here's a pristine beach house overlooking the turquoise waters and palm trees of Turks and Caicos. So this celebrity blew out her 19th birthday candles while staying at this very home. Can you guess who it is?
Katy Perry, back in the
Nope. I'm hoping you guessed right. Back home, it's beauty queen Kylie Jenner. All right, say aloha to this vacation home. This secluded Hawaiian getaway provides the perfect amount of rest and relaxation for this Canadian singer-songwriter. Can you guess who it is?
Ed
Anyone?
Sheeran.
No,
Not Canadian.
Justin Bieber. Kind of close, maybe. No, not close. All right, now take a look at this super chill artsy home in Texas. Can you guess the teen sensation who stayed here while performing at the Austin City Limits Music Festival this year?
Like Shelton, way back.
She's a treehouse.
Oh.
13-year-old Grace Vanderwaal. Finally, feast your eyes on this classic double gallery house in NOLA. So this famous couple stayed in the French-inspired home with their new daughter before their star-studded wedding in November.
Ryan Gosling. Blake
No,
Lively.
they just got married. Okay, if we didn't already give it away.
Kelsey Ballerini.
The famous couple is Serena Williams and Alexis Ohanian.
This is Jennifer Aniston, who told people her beauty secret. It's called water. This is Julia Roberts, who confessed her $1 million beauty treatment. It's called sleep. This is Courtney, who escapes to the spa. And Michelle, who swears by good lighting. And this is Beyonce, who woke up like this. These are People's insider trading tips to beauty from the world's most beautiful people. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
All right, we are here with one of the hottest real estate brokers in America. It's Ryan Serhant. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you?
Good, thank you for having me.
Yes, we're really excited. Now, we know you best from Bravo's $1 Million Listing New York. I mean, you handle the sales of these extravagant, over-the-top, luxurious real estate listings, all in New York City. You're here to share some of your most jaw-dropping real estate moments with us. All right, so let's get right to it. This first property has been described by the New York Times as paparazzi-proof. It might be because of this over-the-top feature. It has a passenger elevator and an elevator for your car. What? Tell me about this.
Yep, that was the car that I put in there. So this is Penthouse 1 of 211th Avenue, which people also known as the Sky Garage building. So this building is on the corner of 24th Street and 11th Avenue in kind of the heart of Starkitects Row in West Chelsea. And they got approvals, and that was the only building in New York to have this because it's so crazy, where you have personal elevators in the lobby like everybody else, but you also have a personal elevator for your car. And so you can drive your car in without getting out, which is why they say it's paparazzi proof, so no one can see you and talk to you, and get into your elevator and say, hey, I'm going to Penthouse 1, that's my apartment. It takes you right up, get out of your car, unload whatever you have, and go into your kitchen on the 10th floor or the 12th floor or however high you are. And we listed that for $20 million.
Oh my goodness.
Pretty wild.
So cool.
Yeah.
I kind of want that. I don't even have a car and I want that.
It's $20 million. So there,
pocket
wants
change.
are relative, right?
Pocket change. All right, well, aside from this feature, the apartment is huge and has the most amazing views. So tell us some more about the unit as a whole.
Sure. So the building was designed by Young Woo and Associates. So he's this amazing, amazing developer. And he teamed up with Annabelle Seldorf, who's a famous architect and designer. So the units are pretty incredible. And the apartment is a duplex, and it spans over 3,600 square feet. It's 3 beds, 3.5 bathrooms. Every single window faces the water, and you have protected views out over Chelsea Park there and looking down towards Chelsea Piers. And you've got your own personal car elevator. I mean, what else could you want?
Nothing else. All right, let's move on to the next one. So the next property has a show-stopping feature that draws your eye immediately up towards the sky. Tell me about this apartment.
This apartment is in Tribeca. It's at 55 North Moore, and it's actually pretty cool. It's one of the coolest listings that I have right now because it's part residential and part commercial. So the residential portion is this huge open exposed brick loft, one big room that's 2,500 square feet that's on the market for $4 million. And then if that's not enough space for you, or if you like to live, work, or if you have like your own store, it's attached to this front-facing commercial space that you could do like a retail store in that's on North Moore, which is one of the greatest streets in Tribeca. That's an extra 1,500 square feet for another $1.5 million. And so it's actually pretty cool. And see the skylight there?
Yeah.
That skylight is one of the longest skylights in New York residential property. It's 45 feet long.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's a huge draw for people.
Yeah, because it's ground floor, and so to get a lot of light in a ground floor apartment is really hard, especially in Tribeca where everything's kind of like dark and cozy. It's a really cool space.
Yeah. All right, so from unique windows to unconventional walls, this next apartment that you have for us has the coolest walls I think I've ever seen. So let's take a look at this one. Yeah, tell me about this apartment.
This apartment is the craziest apartment I have ever sold in my whole life. It's actually right on 14th Street in the middle of the East Village. We have it on the market right now for $4.2 million. It is 2,000 square feet. It's over 3 levels. That right there, that is an aquarium that serves as the balcony for your living room looking out onto the street.
Just
because
the whole
wall, yes, the whole wall on the front of the building, it looks like a brownstone, but you hit a button and the wall, see that? The wall opens into the living room, and then on the back side, there's another garage door that opens you up, and it's only 2 bedrooms over 3 levels, so it's a perfect apartment for someone who likes to have a crazy good time. I mean, the exposed brick is beautiful, and it was done by an amazing designer who really tried to make it as industrial chic as possible, mixing in a lot of modern amenities. So if you see the kitchen, it's kind of this bright white Stark, kind of Philippe Stark style kitchen, and then the outdoor space kind of feels like you're in Miami, and then you've got all these guitars everywhere, and this really cool garage door feature, and all this poured cement flooring. It's like a very cool, very unique, and very specific apartment for someone who wants something that no one else has.
Yeah, definitely very unique. All right, so this next property that we're gonna look at has 5 floors and a roof deck. So tell us about the building as a whole. It's very gorgeous.
So this is in your favorite neighborhood. This is on the Upper West Side.
Upper West Side,
There
Upper
you
Best
go.
Side.
Yes, the Upper Best Side. This is on 87th Street off of Central Park. And I actually sold this house for $16.25 million. And it is 8,400 square feet with outdoor space on every single floor. It was one of the nicest townhouses that I've sold in a while. It has meticulous renovations and beautiful finishes. And the outdoor space is incredible, which on the Upper West Side is really hard to find.
Yeah, now the best room in this house, in my opinion, is located in the basement. So can we talk about the basement of this beauty?
So the best part about having a huge townhouse in Manhattan is that the lower level space is where all your fun stuff is. So here you've got this insane wine cellar that looks like it's out of a James Bond movie. That's
really
got
does.
space for over 1,000 bottles of wine, and it's got its own personal gym and this insane security system. And the elevator also takes you right down there. So you can be on your roof deck and say, hey, I need to go get some more wine, maybe 1,000 bottles, take it right downstairs, jump on the treadmill, get some wine, go back up to the roof, boom.
Yeah, you can drink and then work out so you don't feel bad about it, all in one.
Yeah,
I mean, after
because
all
you're
that,
drunk.
Yes. After all that wine, you're going to want a little snack. This next property has just the feature to take your meals to the next level. Before we get to that, tell us where this home is located and how much it's going for and all that good stuff.
So this next place is in Queens, no less. It actually looks like it's like in Newport, Rhode Island on the ocean, but it's actually in Queens with an amazing view of the Whitestone Bridge. This house is ginormous with more bedrooms than you can count, with an amazing, amazing pool with incredible bay views. And it's got this really cool feature in the kitchen. And the kitchen's, I mean, probably one of the biggest kitchens I've ever sold in any house. And it's got its own private brick oven just for pizza.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Yeah, and you see these two, it's very palatial. It almost looks like it's a mixture between like this amazing house you dreamed up in your imagination, there's that brick oven, and something you'd see like in France or like in the rolling fields of Germany. And it can be yours. It's literally 25 minutes from downtown New York, right over the bridge. It's very, very cool.
Before we let you go, as if you aren't busy enough, you have a new show that you're working on, Sell It Like Serhant. So
Yes.
Tell me about the show. Why should fans tune in?
Because it's going to be the greatest TV show in the history of the world. And it's unlike anything Bravo has ever done. We spent 2 years putting it together. It's all told directly to the camera, which is unlike any other reality show I've ever seen. And every episode, it has me going into a different job that's not real estate.
Okay.
So I'm helping people sell hot tubs, sell kitchen cabinets. Yesterday, I was selling face lotions. Last week was dresses. And I'm working with a salesperson who's about to be fired. And I've got a week to help them sell better or they lose their job. And it is intense, and it's awesome, and it'll be out in the spring.
Well, we're very excited for that.
Thank you.
Ryan, thank you for being here and sharing all of these amazing homes. And everyone, be sure to catch Sell It Like Serhant when it premieres on Bravo in spring of 2018.
Yes.
Well, we've already learned how to make 2 cocktails from Elizabeth High School, author of the cookbook, What Can I Bring? So how about a little snack to go along with that? Here's her third and final recipe for today. It combines bacon breadsticks and brown sugar for the ultimate tasty treat. I can't believe it.
Now, this is one of your most popular appetizers,
It
right?
is, I'm telling you, by far and away. I cannot even imagine how many thousands of these we've made over the years. And it was the one recipe that I wouldn't give out.
Okay.
I mean, I was happy to give out, if you wanted my hummingbird tongue on toast recipe, I would give it to you all day long because I knew you weren't going to make it. It wasn't going to be showing up at every single party.
Yeah.
This is 3 ingredients. It's easy as it can be. People would be making this left and right.
Yeah, these are
and I just
bacon
wasn't going to have it.
bites.
Yes. But I cared so deeply about this cookbook, What Can I Bring? I just felt like we had to put it in the book.
Well, thank you
so
for
I'm
gracing
going to
us
show
with
you
this.
exactly. So it's very simple. They're just a few steps, and I want you to try it too, just so you can show everybody how easy it is.
You can't really go wrong with bacon.
Oh, honey, and that's the good thing about this is that it has all the food groups. It's got sugar, fat, and salt.
Okay.
All 3. We
Got
have our
them
food
all.
groups covered. We don't need to worry. So you want to use very thin bacon. And then what you do is you slowly wrap it. Now, if you notice, I'm not overlapping it. I'm just letting it touch because otherwise it's not going to cook well. It needs to be just one layer.
Okay.
Look at you.
Am I good at it? I can't tell if I'm good at it.
Very
Okay.
nice.
There
And
we
then
go.
we just go in the brown sugar. You pat it just a bit, roll it, and then it goes right on our sheet pan.
Okay, and what are the number 1 things to remember when you're doing this?
Okay,
Just be careful.
so number 1, you want to make sure that you don't let the weight of the bacon break your breadstick.
Okay.
So you kind of have to hold the bacon a little bit, and then I like to twirl my breadstick.
Yeah.
And it's a skill. And then and see, look, now that's perfect. And then again, you go in the brown sugar. You don't have to do a tremendous amount. You do want to coat it all. and there you are.
Yeah, why do people love these so much?
Because they're simple, they're easy, and because they involve bacon. And I mean, it just doesn't get any better, but we'll do these. See how they have these in this adorable bucket? We'll put these on bars at
this is
parties.
a good bar. This is a good bar food, too.
It is perfect. It is so much better than some mixed nut.
Yeah.
So we put those up there. You have your cocktail. You drink this.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
amazing.
so you have these, now you put them in the oven.
350 degrees. Now, you're going to want to watch them. You can't just leave these and expect them just to do great. They probably will, but you may need to do a little bit of rolling on them just to make sure that they're cooking evenly. The other thing is, and this is the most important thing, when it comes out of the oven, you got to get them off this tin foil. I mean, it is like super glue. That caramelized sugar will stick to this tin foil, and they are absolutely ruined. You'll never get them off. So as soon as you do that, remove them. Either move them to wax paper, parchment paper. You can put them on a board. You can put them on this. Just get them off this tin foil.
So they go in the oven, and then voila. This is the final product here.
These are fantastic.
I mean, these are amazing.
I mean, they absolutely could not be any better.
All right, so can we go ahead and try them? What's the best way to eat these?
Oh, my Lord, with your mouth.
What if you break them? You just like chomp onto them.
Isn't that good?
Oh, yeah.
Now, these can be made, again, my favorite sentence, they can be made a day ahead. So this is not something that you have to do right before the party starts.
Yeah.
So if you want to make these the day before, that's perfectly fine. They'll still be great the next day.
Well, these are incredible. Thank you so much for everything. And you guys, make sure to check out Elizabeth's cookbook. What Can I Bring? It's out right now, so go check it out.
This is Jennifer Lawrence in People. This is Jennifer photobombing Taylor Swift, and Sarah Jessica Parker, and Liam Hemsworth. This is Jared Leto in People, photobombing Anne Hathaway, and Reese sneaking one in on Sophia and Joe. This is Dustin Hoffman, photobombing the dame herself, Judi Dench, proving that while we all love the fashion of the red carpet, it's people who steal the show. People, the details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
Guys, do you ever wonder what it's like to stay at a dude ranch and relax like the celebs? I know I do. I lose sleep thinking about this. Well, People's own Emily Strom, she got the chance, and she is here to give us all the details. Hello, Emily.
Hello.
Thank you for being here. You recently got the chance to stay at the ranch at Rock Creek in rural Montana. Tough job. It's our People Pick of the Day. Tons of celebs have been there. One celebrity, Kate Bosworth, actually got married there. Why is this the perfect place for a celeb wedding?
Well, as soon as you land at the airport, you are whisked away in one of the ranch's fleet of SUVs. You're taking on a beautiful scenic ride to the ranch where you're going to be staying in your private cabin or the cozy, gorgeous lodge, and every single thing is taken care of.
Wow, so nice. I mean, look at the pictures. It's just this great getaway. Comfortable for the wedding guests too, right? Not just the bride-to-be, but everyone there is having a good time.
Everyone there is having a good time.
Yeah, all right. So when it comes to the look of it, it's gorgeous. Also tons to do during the day. Tell us a little bit about that and the gear that they give you to make you look good while you're doing it.
Yes, this place is all about the activities. There's so much to do, from horseback riding to fly fishing to hiking to photography classes. It's like full of activities all day long, jam-packed, and they give you everything that you need to look great while you're doing it. So you're outfitted with the cowboy hat, your custom boots. They've got you covered.
So the selfies and the Insta posts are going to be on point. You're going to fully look the part.
Absolutely.
Most importantly, when you were there, what did you enjoy the most? Did you catch a fish like that?
I did. I was fly fishing.
Did you really catch a big fish?
I was riding. Yeah, I did. You get a full-on lesson. You do the whole thing on land, then they take you off. There's a guide for everything, and these people are experts. They've been doing it for so long. So they're really showing you the way to do it.
Yeah, horseback riding, did you do that?
Absolutely, yep.
How good are you?
That's Fine China. That's his name is Fine China, and that was an amazing horse. We had a beautiful time.
It's a dream. I would love to do this. My gosh, what about the nighttime activities? They have things for that as well.
Absolutely, it's not just a daytime place. At night, the saloon gets fired up. There's karaoke, there's bowling. They've got fire pits, all kinds of custom cocktails for you to try. Yeah, the fire pits, the fireplace. For me, it's just like, give me a fireplace that I can be warm and cozy and kind of away from the noise. And that's when I'm maybe most happy in an environment like this. Okay, look, Kate Bosworth got married there. What other celebs have spent some time there? We've got Gwen Stefani. Okay. She's been there with Blake Shelton, Gwyneth Paltrow, Vince Vaughn, Marcus Mumford. There's This
is a huge list. Yeah, that's
Celebs
incredible.
loves this place.
Look at them, and there they all are. Not there, but they're. You know why they're smiling? Because they spent time at the ranch, ranching like the stars. You get to do it all. I want your job one day.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here. Thanks for sharing.
Of course, thank you.
All right, guys, coming up tomorrow, the top love stories that we have loved this year.
Yes, we are picking your favorites, so come right back here tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and thank you so much for joining us.
See you guys.